Gwen pours 236 milliliters of water into Ravi's beaker. Henry pours 189 milliliters of water into Ravi's beaker. Ravi's beaker now contains 800 milliliters of water. How much water was in Ravi's beaker to begin with? So this problem, you could either draw it out if you really wanted to, but I would prefer to work it out numerically. So I'm going to do it that way. So we know that as an end result, Ravi's beaker ended up with 800 milliliters. So let's go ahead and write that down. 800 milliliters. Alright, so we need to try and work backwards in order to find out how much he had in his beaker to begin with before Gwen and Henry poured their water into it. So the best way to do that would be to add Henry and Gwen's amounts of water together in order to figure out how much was added total in order to get that 800 milliliters. So put Gwen's amount, she had 236 milliliters, and then Henry put in 189 milliliters. So let's add those together. So 6 plus 9 is 15. So we'll put that 5 down and carry that group of 10s. And then 1 plus 3 plus 8, that equals a total of 12. So we'll put that 2 down. And then put that 1 up top to carry those 10s. And then 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. So that means together, Henry and Gwen had put 425 milliliters of water into Henry's beaker in order to get that 800 milliliters. So, now that we know that number, we can go ahead and subtract that number from 800. And once we do that, that should give us our final answer. Alright, so we need to do some regrouping. So, we can't subtract 0 from 5, so we would have to take from the 0 in the tens place, but that's a 0 as well. So we need to start working with that 8. So let's go ahead and take a 10 from that 8. So that changed from 8 to 7, and the second 0 is going to become a 10. Okay, and then we still need to borrow from that last 0, so we need to take another 10 away from there and add that, put it over here, and then add that 10 to that 0 in the ones place. Alright, so now we can do our subtraction. So, let's use green. Alright, so 10 minus 5 is 5. And then 9 minus 2 is 7. And then 7 minus 4 is 3. Add our units. And so there we have our final answer of 375 milliliters was the amount that was in Ravi's beaker before Gwen and Henry poured their water into his.